Hello everybody, Ark Nova here, getting back to more Let's Play Trails from Zero. When last we left off, we began our trek to Armorica Village to help out the Crossbell Guardian Force in their monster attack investigations. And we're still friggin' making our way there. Little by little.
先生可能始めましょう。チャンスです。皆さん、これはさて。
If I freaking remember, those Sasa Pandas are crazy good for starter experience. Or seafood or something. Maybe not. Oh, upgrade materials. Wow, this game brought those too, huh? Man.
私の番ね。 みんな、始まりました。はい、そこです。お、俺の番だな。さてと、えい。任せろ。そこだ。えい、そこ。行くぞ。さてと、あ、行くぜ。私の番。さあ、先を急ぎましょう。 先生可能始めましょう。チャンスです。皆さん、骨そこです。私の番ね。みんな始まりました。任せろ。ちょろいぜ。
We're getting a lot of good stuff. The chest is empty and exercise this right to remain silent. Oh, good timing. A rest area, eh? Really? Oh, thank Adios. Why don't we take a break here before your legs fall off? We can even admire the view while we catch our breath. Sound good? Yes, I would love that. Capacity overload. Why not? I'm always game for a little kickback and chill. This breeze feels so refreshing. Just what I needed. I completely agree. I may even fall asleep at this rate. I know it's hard, but we're almost there. You know, I've never taken a close look at the countryside before. I have to say, it's absolutely stunning. It almost feels like as if it were taken straight out of a fairy tale. Not too surprising, to be honest. Crossbell's got tons of ruins that scattered all over the state. I bet history buffs would have a field day here. Indeed, I believe most of them were constructed during the Middle Ages and have long since been forgotten. I actually seem to remember being told this area once served as a massive battlefield. A battlefield? Here? Yes, supposedly many wars between the Erebonian Empire and the Calvin Republic have taken place in this very location. The ancient battlefield is close by, so it makes sense. The ancient battlefield? Sounds pretty interesting. We don't come out here too often, so you guys want to go check it out? As much as I would love to, I think we should save it for some other time. Agreed. There's a time and location for everything, Randy, and right now it happens to be neither. You guys for real? How can you be so young yet so devoid of passion? You're telling me that both of you grew up in Crossbell yet you've never even bothered to explore outside the city? I mean, ain't it natural to want to ditch town and spread your wings a little? I don't agree with that. We never had much reason to leave the city when we were kids. Everything I could ever need was available right there in the city, so I never thought about it. Moreover, Crossbell's commercial centrality encouraged merchants to carry on non-domestically carried goods. Furthermore, most people prefer to travel by airship or by train, and with the introduction of mobile vehicles, trekking the road like this, for all intents and purposes, is a thing of the past. While I was not raised in Crossbell, I can entirely relate. I was living in one of the Foundation's research labs in the past few months, so I never had a chance to hike. Modern conveniences really are turning us into a bunch of lazy bums, huh? But anyway, Lloyd, you look like you still have plenty of energy to spare. Well, I owe that to the Police Academy survival and fitness training. Still, my stamina doesn't hold a candle to yours, Randy. All that training with the CGF must have really paid off. You haven't even broken a sweat yet. Probably just used to running everywhere. Hey, check it out, you guys. That must be the bus making its return trip to the city. For a moment, I considered signaling the driver to stop so I can return home. Come on, Tio. Wouldn't it be a total waste if we took the bus back now? We're in the final stretch, you guys. You won't have to push yourself for much longer. I hope so. Fine. Let's get the show on the road, ladies. I believe in you. I also believe in you. You know, this has been bothering me for a while. What exactly is this thing supposed to be? It looks like some sort of weird metal box back at the headquarters, doesn't it? Yeah, I've been eyeing it too. There's a bunch of juice and coffee on display. What gives? This is an orbital vending machine. Is this really the first time you've seen one? If you insert mirror coins into the slot, you can choose the drink you want, and the machine dispenses it accordingly. Since they were originally developed by the Epstein Foundation, you'd often find them all over their research facilities. They're apparently being tested out in Crossgull as well. Wow, seriously? Were you aware of these gadgets, El? No, this is my first time seeing one too. It's hard to believe that these were all inventions by the Epstein Foundation starting to pop up all over Siberia. Granted, I've heard that they have some incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. Please resort to coins if you intend on using it. Bills are incompatible with this model. Thanks for the heads up. I'm curious. I should try it out at least once, right? Kill these bees and get you down. We're still lacking on some of the fish fillets, right? Yeah, I need 3 more fish fillets. Let's see what the times 10. Sasa pandas. They drop upgrade materials. They have a penchant for running away. At least in the previous games they did. Hey, another one. A bracer assaulting a chest, I can understand, but a cop? That's low, man. We're getting a lot of good stuff here. Mute. If my wish comes true, I want to become a bird, even if I lose everything else. I want to go to the place of memories with him. That's kind of intense, actually. Alright, she's got some good stuff. Oh my freaking goodness, this place is freaking exquisitely large. Well, exquisitely is not the right word, but extremely. Nice.
よしやっと
What have we here? Reviving ball. What is Amira's hair brand of popcorn? Orville Redenbacher. Aye.
やっ
みんな気をつけて。
Alright. Handful more chests here. Can't grab that one yet.
Yes!
さてと、あ、
おっしゃ
今だわ。みんな行くわいけ。なんとかなったわね。
I hope your pockets are now loaded with secrets.
俺の分
私そこ。さ
Bring
て
the
と、あ、
pun.
任
The
せて
pun.
くれやっほ俺の番だそうまだまだいける
Dang it.
もら
私
ったぜ
の番ね。
任せてくれ
はい。そこです。
俺の番だな
私の番ね。みんな、私の番です。あ、
俺の番だな任せろ
私の番です。そこです。さて、
よしおっしゃ
So far, so good.
さてと、えい、敵集団撃破しました。
Monsters appeared. Monster
みん
chest.
な気をつけて。
こいつはどうだいゾンゲールよしさあ行くぞ
私の番です。ガンナーモードオーバーロード。出る出力任せて。みんな助かりました。
俺の番だな
ええ。みんな助かりました。さて、えい。
行くぜちょろいぜ
First monster chest was easy pickings. I'd put a joke about law enforcement here, but it'd be a bit of a cop out. Randy the Strongman. Strong Mandy.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ
チャンス皆さん。ここでえい。これで一安心です。
やっはかかってきやがれ
行きます。
甘いっての行くぞ
さてと、
おっしゃ任せてくれ甘いっての
えい。そこ。
おっしゃぜ行くぞやっ
私が。なんとかなったわね。
Yeah, this freaking EXP is not really what I'm looking for.
任せてくれ
The secret is nice
お
though.
っしゃ
私の番ね。行きます。エニグマ駆動。
Oh, I'm supposed to
Yes.
we can check the flowers.
やっ
私の番ね。みんなはい。反 分析を開始します。入手しました。
7 colored beans and we can find them.
任せろ。エニグマ駆動。任せてくれ。
さてと、
Oh,
私
weird
とバイ
camera
ね。
change. I don't know what the heck
任せ
happened.
おととい来やがれ
I don't like
って
it.
な。
EP charge. After that string of chest thefts in the burrow, you would think they'd have some locks installed. You would, but they don't. So it's cool. Finally made it. Ellie, Tio, how are you holding up? I'm okay, though I'm not sure how I'd be faring without that break. I'm also alive by some miracle. Though miracles aside, this village is absolutely breathtaking. Oh, that is some nature. A rural village surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. It's absolutely mesmerizing. And there's a sweet smell hanging in the air. Is that honey? Yep, you can almost see the apiary from here. According to the database, the honey from Armorica Village is one of the area's specialties. Due to its quality, the demand for Armorican honey is quite high, so it's exported all across Emeria. Yeah, I believe it. I'd always see it being sold in grocery stores and markets. This is where it comes from? That's right. It's rather surreal experiencing something firsthand when you've only read about it in books. What do you mean, Ellie? I'm just thinking aloud. A tranquil place like this fell victim to a monster attack. It's almost hard to believe. Can't blame you. At first glance, all I see is a carefree, happy village. Well, based off the CGF's report, they first spoke to the village chief for details on the incident. Okay, let's do the same. Besides, he probably stays on top of what happens in the village. All that's left is to find out where he lives. They have an inn, a shop, and the bus back to town. So stay at the freaking inn, get some CP back. Also, let's buy some stuff. Gotta have more recipes. Hatchery Inn. Dead tired, don't go work yourself now. You know what? How about something to eat? I can whip up something simple, no time flat. No. That clean gleam on the water, the shadows, the fish outlined by the bright sunlight. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The magnificent views you can find here are, in my opinion, some of the best treats Armorica has to offer. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I wonder if anyone would notice if I stuck into the barn and took a quick nap. Why don't you just take a nap inside your house? Ever think of that? Lazy bum. EP cut 1. You're really going to take that EP cut 1? Haven't the Armoricans been through enough? Oh. Oh, good stuff. Cobalt sphere. Yeah, she's got some good stuff to her name now. She's truly my support. Stat down, stat recovery, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, that is a spectacular view, though. Thanks to you, the transaction went flawlessly. Thank you. I look forward to our next business collaboration. You're a piece of shit. If you're who I think you are, you're a piece of shit. Yes, I as well. Though, are you sure that the price is good for your business? It's 20% more than what other traders paid. I assure you, they're well worth the price. Given the praises sung about Armorican specialty items, I think they'll prove quite profitable. There's no need to fret over my endeavors. I'll break even somehow. Confident as ever. Always a pleasure to work with you. please bring your beautiful wife and son with you to the village next time. I have no doubt they'd have a blast relaxing in the sun. I think I'll do just that. Take care, Chief Tolta. Yes, until next time. You're a piece of shit. Oh, pardon me. You're a piece of shit. If you're who I think you are a piece of garbage. That man just now, he had the air of a merchant about him. Sure did. He must have had some business with Armorica's head honcho. You all are... Apologies for interrupting. We're looking for the chief of the village. Are you him by any chance? Indeed I am. Name's Tolta. Are you folks tourists? No, sir. We're here to investigate the recent monster attack in the village. Oh, I understand. The folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any conclusive leads, so I'm full of confidence now that you all are on the job. This optimism is strange, don't you agree? Yep, same misunderstanding as usual. I've moved past the point of being surprised now. Sorry, sir, I should have been more clear. What's clarity got to do with this? Despite what you're probably thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Guild. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. Is that right? Can't say that was my first guess. I apologize for the misunderstanding. The police rarely visit Armorica Village, so I wasn't really expecting this. On the other hand, braces are always coming and going thanks to Arios. Gotcha. How can one dude be so popular yet so dedicated to his job? Braces aside, Chief Tolta, can we get back to the reason why we're here? If you don't mind, could you give us a rundown of the attack? Sure, I don't mind. It happened about 3 weeks ago on the nights of a new moon. A pack of large monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, meat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it to some degree. And there were no eyewitnesses, right? Yes, unlike the rowdy city folk, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we get up when the rooster crows. Because of that, we were all fast asleep. When people finally stepped outside, the paw prints and the damage done by the monsters was clear as day. So no one was aware of what happened until dawn. Could you further expand upon why you think they were wolf-like in nature? Alright. You see, the paw prints left all around the village were from some sort of canine. Funny thing is, some CGF members were scheduled to patrol the Armorica area later that day. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search of the perimeter just to be safe. But not a single trace of canines was found anywhere. This statement seems to line up with what the CGF report described. That's good to hear. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks since that mess. By the goddess's protection, we haven't been hit again. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. I'm sorry to hear that other locations have been attacked as well. Yeah, it's not a great situation. Yo, I got a question. It's pretty awesome to see the villagers so chill after an attack like that. It's like the whole fiasco didn't face them at all. Weren't your losses pretty heavy? No, it isn't as bad as you think. If you count the losses per household, they were relatively light. Really? I thought it was much worse. Well, this is merely a rough estimate, but I'd wager the total loss was around 100,000 mira. Still, no matter how much I try to downplay it, a loss is still a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that will help us recover. I'm happy to say most of our losses have been accounted for now. A business deal? Was it with the guest that just left? A K9, miss. Yes, he's a merchant from Crossbell City. Over the past few years, we've maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he increased his offers by a wide margin, bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people. He sounds like a kind man, but he's a piece of shit. Merchant, eh? No wonder he was in that fancy getup. Gotta look the part and all, you know? Yes, well, considering the shape Crossbell is in, these damages are the least of our worries. Chief Tolta? Sorry, could you explain? Oops, looks like I got caught up in the moment. Apologies, folks. Forget all that nonsense. Jeez, you can't just tease a man like that. That's like lowering a slab of meat in front of a dog and taking it away. Agreed, I don't appreciate being left in the dark. My sincerest apologies. The ramblings of an old man aren't too interesting, but are you still curious? Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, we'll take any lead we can get. Well, if you insist. Have you folks ever heard of the Divine Wolves? Divine Wolves? As in holy wolves? I do not believe such a term exists in the database. Just as I thought. This legend must be long lost in the city. A shame, really. Sorry, but what exactly is a Divine Wolf? Whatever it is, it sounds important. The Divine Wolves are an ancient species of beasts that reside within Crossbell. Stories describe them as wolves with fur as white as snow. You don't mean? Could these Divine Wolves be the culprits behind Armorica Village's damages? Of course, there's no evidence saying that they're the culprits, but personally, I would not be surprised if they were. You see, the old legends mention that these Divine Wolves are not regular wolves, but holy beasts sent by Aidios herself. Long ago, this land of Crossbell was a bloody place, rife with conflict. While watching over the foolishness of man, they would occasionally help the weak if they so desired. At least, that's how the legend goes. I can't believe I had never heard this before. Something about this sounds familiar. Yeah, I think I heard a fairy tale about the white wolf when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I borrowed a book from the library. Yes, I'm sure the legend of divine wolves serves as the basis for that particular fairy tale. As I'm sure you're all well aware, Crossbell has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zemuria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbell began to leave its history in the past. And with that, the divine wolves slowly vanished. I guess they were just fed up with man being dumb as usual. Well said. Those are my thoughts exactly. I believe that's why the divine wolves disappeared over the course of time. And if they have finally decided to return, I can only think that this is an omen of things to come. Why would you think that? It may be out of my place to say, but I feel that Crossbell City has been expanding too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I rode down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people are so caught up in living in the moment they've forgotten to remember the past. That's how I see it, anyway. I don't know what to say. Oh dear, I wasn't intending to lambaste you folks with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been warning from the returning divine wolves. I suppose if you interpret it that way, everything would make sense. But it looks to me like you all have took that story a bit too seriously. Please, ignore me. Those are nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking. I wouldn't dismiss yourself like that. That was all valuable information, sir. I think I may even be able to tackle this case from a new angle. I guess it was worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. You came here to conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything I can do to assist you? Yes, actually. May we have permission to ask the villagers about the incident? If it's just you four, it shouldn't be a problem. Noon, isn't it? Perfect. Most people should be getting back from the farm. Getting back from farm work right around this time. Divine wolves, eh? That was quite the story. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way we can confirm or deny their existence. Still, we can at least count them among our list of potential suspects. What a very Lloyd thing to say. That's right, the paw prints found at the scene of the crime confirms the presence of some kind of wolf-like beasts. But they somehow managed to vanish without a trace. It's bizarre, certainly. If I left paw prints, you would normally be able to follow them back to their origin. Right, chalk that up as another mystery. We're dealing with something that was able to elude the CGF's investigators. Well, if they escaped on a path we could never follow, there's kind of nothing we can do about it. No use in frying your brain over it, okay? Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can around here. And considering it's already noon, we might as well grab lunch while we're here too. I can't wait. That hike really stirred up my appetite. Same here. I'm always down for some grub. Why don't we head on over to the inn and see what info we can find on the way? Recently, our fields were ravaged by some monsters. To top it off, even our livestock didn't come out unscathed. We found paw prints of some canine, but whatever it is, it's not from around these parts. Maybe they really were those divine wolves like the chief mentioned. During the day, you'll find my husband tending the fields near the village. He's on his lunch break now. With all this talk of monsters and the recent attack, I wish he wouldn't stray too far from the village. I've been worried sick ever since that happened. I rarely let my kids out of my sight now. Did those wolves do something bad to the village? I don't really know what happened. So I heard Chief Tolton mention the divine wolves were the culprit or something. Psh, we don't even need to worry. If they mess with us again, the great Camille will teach them a lesson. Huh, you know about the night those wolves attacked? Well, I know it's been about 3 weeks since then. Sorry, I don't remember much more than that. Your Omodai is the real deal, Gohan. If I could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I could die happy. Good to hear the cooking is worth the effort. Excuse us, sorry to interrupt. Can I help you? Yes, actually. You see, we're from the Crossbell Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all? That incident 3 weeks ago, you mean? Well, I always thought it was funny that the beast attacked early in the morning while everyone was fast asleep. If you think about it, it's almost as if they knew exactly what time to attack. Anyway, the village was just unlucky. That's the only way I can make sense of this craziness. That's about all I'd be able to tell you, too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either. That's unfortunate. And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat. Well, that's how investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient and steadily gather information. That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode. Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet? This is the perfect opportunity to get you four hooked on this in specialty, Amu-Dice. The bill's on me. No, that's not necessary, sir. It's fine. Just think of it as my way of making some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you visit Armorica Village, come stop by the Ashley Inn for lunch. Can't refuse that generosity, can we? Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer if that's the case. I second that notion. Well, okay, I guess. We'd love some Amu-Rice. Good deal. Why don't you folks go find yourselves an empty table while I whip up your meal? In only a few minutes, 4 steaming plates of Amu-Rice were brought to Lloyd's table. The Triple S, after demolishing the deliciously simple meal, felt completely recovered from their long hike to Armorica Village. Mr. Hayworth told us that he's going to be heading home soon. Don't you just love him? He's so kind, genuine, and handsome. Can you believe he's married? He even has a kid. Oh, I am so jealous of his wife. Yep. That's the guy. True blue piece of garbage, bastard, piece of shit. Huh, you want information on those wolves? Well, the fields I'm in charge of were damaged a little bit, so that wasn't great. Bear in mind, no one actually saw the beast, so they might be smarter than we think. Oh, you all. You just met with Chief Tolta. You're a merchant from Crossbell City, aren't you? I guess you heard about that from the village chief. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Harold Hayworth. You're a piece of freaking garbage. I run a small-scale business operation out of Crossbell City. Are you four here to purchase something as well? No, that's not it. The Triple S introduced themselves and explained the reason they came to Armorica Village. Oh, you're from the CPD? My apologies. The Special Support Section? That name sounds so familiar. Where in the world did I hear that? Oh, of course, the Crossbell Times. I take you read that article on us? About that, please try not to let that influence your opinion of us. There's no need to get all worked up about it. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. Sure, that article may have been overzealous with the sarcasm, but to be honest, I thought it genuinely tried to paint your efforts as earnest. Do you really think so? I suppose it could be interpreted like that, from a more optimistic perspective. Well, we sort of know the author. That said, I think you might be giving her too much credit. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters? I've heard talk of a similar incident that took place over at St. Ursula Medical College. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't anxious. Do you have some sort of partnership with St. Ursula as well, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them every so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over at Maine's too? Unfortunately, so. The Guardian Force is conducting a search there as we speak. That's reassuring. Perhaps I should pay Maine's a visit as well. By the way, Mr. Hayworth, something has me curious. I heard you were more generous with your offers on the goods you came to purchase today. The village chief must really enjoy talking today. I wasn't exactly doing it as a charity or anything like that. Armorica specialty items, especially their honey, received glowing reviews these past few months. I simply wanted to use this opportunity to leave a good impression on the people here. Nothing but a harmless marketing strategy. Not too shabby. I imagine earning your client's trust is vital in any sort of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation. No, I still have a lot to learn. I'm still a greenhorn in the realm of business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had more pertinent information to give you. No, please don't let that bother you. After all, we should be the ones apologizing, taking up all your precious time like this. Not at all. Best of luck to you all with your investigation. Go kill yourself. You're a piece of freaking garbage. The recent attack gave me quite the fright, considering how peaceful it was that night. I could hardly believe my eyes. I know we're living out in the countryside, but it's still a bit unnerving to see monsters wander into civilized areas. Darned wolves sneaking into the village. Something that outrageous could never happen in Crossbell City. This entire situation sucks. Why the heck would my mom want to move to a place like this? Maybe because you're a snotty, rotten bastard of a child who wants to punish you for your very existence. I would, anyway. You're garbage. You're just straight garbage. Nothing more. Just freaking garbage. know the attack 3 weeks ago? You mean the one that everyone's been making a big deal about? I was fast asleep when it happened, so I don't remember much about it. Plus, I heard we've already made up the losses we took. Why can't we just forget about it and move on? Because it'll happen again if we do that. Gotta go fast? Well, I can't buy anything, but being able to go fast would be nice. Farmer requires love and dedication. We make sure to treat every single crop like it was a child of ours. When our fields are hit by the attack, I'm sure you can imagine how much that hurt the village, right? The morning after the incident, I found my truck covered from head to toe with these ugly scratches. God, it pisses me off every time I remember. Y'all are gonna pay. This here truck screws through the village's business. Whoever did this has hell to pay. Anyway, these scratch marks definitely came from some sort of canine. Oops, we still haven't talked to all the villagers. That's sort of the reason why we're here. With luck, someone will know something about the monsters. We freaking did them. I thought we talked to everybody. The day before the attack, everyone in the village went to sleep early because we had to wake up at dawn for work. It was like the monsters were waiting for the perfect time to strike. Say whatever you want, we were just unlucky. That's the only explanation that makes sense to me. Most of the people who tend the fields come back during lunchtime. I can't say that business is booming, but we manage. I'm just happy to keep this place running for my regulars. Oh, you want information on the wolves? Well, the fields that I'm in charge of were damaged a little bit, so that wasn't great. Blah, blah, okay. I thought we talked to everybody. Earlier, I heard the chief mention something about divine wolves. He may be my father, but I can't help getting so annoyed that he won't let go of the silly things like so-called divine wolves. I just want him to start focusing on improving the village, not worrying about things from the past. Man, junior son, you are a jackass. Just like my husband, I was fast asleep while the beast attacked. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live near where the brunt of the damage was taken? But I did that. I talked to everybody. Still, an investigation. Here, maybe I haven't given the CPD enough credit. You may be a match for the guild. The other thing I'm certain of is that this place took place in the dead of night. I don't know whether you'll find relevant information, but you're free to ask around the village for any details. And ask around the freaking village we did. I believe I talked to every single member in the village. Just about anyway. Yes, we did, Lloyd. Yes, we freaking did. Friggin' who's left? Friggin' talk to the kids. Oh, we didn't talk to this guy. My store may not have been hit by those wolves, but unfortunately, the damages the apiary still lost with Samira. The whole thing sounds so absurd when you actually think about it. I mean, if some monsters were behind it, shouldn't there have been more damage? Yeah, I guess we were lucky. I'll need to give an extra prayer today to thank Adios for protecting us like she did. Is there somebody in the house that I stole the EP cut from now? Who the hell is left to talk to? I guess I'll go back to the inn and see if I can freaking wrestle with anybody else. Oh, reach that gave me quite the blah blah blah. Kill yourself, Hayworth. I hate you. Alright, I think I actually did talk to everybody now. Oh, I didn't talk to the fisher. Such a pretty day. Oh, you guys here do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossville Police Department. We're here to investigate the monster attack that took place roughly 3 weeks ago. You don't strike me as Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, I'd appreciate it if you told us. Oh, you came about that? If memory serves me right, I was trying to catch a python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. You can bet your horse I heard the stories afterwards, though. I see. Thank you for your help. We'll just have to find leads elsewhere. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. But man, y'all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me. You guys happen to fish? The day's beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. It would be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun for a bit. Yeah. Well, I can forget about this either. This notebook is an angler's best friend. You can use it to record every detail about every catch, from color to size. Are you sure this is okay? It's like you're giving us an entire starting kit. No worries. I'm part of the Fisherman's Guild. Our whole mission is to promote the culture and greatness of fishing. It's common practice for us to have a few beginner sets on hand in case we run into someone interested in fishing. We stopped by their building before. I think we have a better idea of what they do now after meeting this guy. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we've got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something. Right. Well, one of us, not me, fishes. The rest can take the chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know. From what you're saying, I'm guessing you two are still tired from the walk here. Now that I think about it, last time I fished was when Guy first taught me. Once Guy joined the police, we never had much time to go, but maybe I should try to get back into it. If you're interested to try it, there's a pretty nice fishing spot in Armorica. Right over here? Yeah. See that little jetty over there? Cast your line around there and you'll get bites in no time. I appreciate your advice. Thanks for everything. The riffle on the water surface indicates a prime spot for fishing. After interacting with the fishing spot, selecting the proper rod and bait, Lloyd will cast his line. When the mark appears, quickly press A to reel in Lloyd's catch. Be careful, the fish can get away with the bait. Alright. Fish formation. Sorry, Armorica Carp, but you're about to get schooled. Novice, dumplings. Alright.
まずかな。
For tender weight.
それ。まずかな。それ。
Nice match. Win.
しまった。
I cannot just match his win. Okay.
それ。まずかな。それ。
Let's see what I can catch with some earthworms, because it can't just be our Armorica Carp here.
Yeah. それ。
Alright, enough being stupid. Rain eater. Oh, nice. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah, this is some good Seepith candy for the early game. Bigger the fish, better the Seepith.
ま、こんなもんかな。それ。よし、ゲットだ。
I'm trying to find some fish fillet, but you know, no dice.
ま、こんなもんかな。
Alright, that'll be fine. And we'll actually leave it there for now. Actually, leave now. Who the heck is left to talk to? freaking... should we put a hold on our investigation for now? I guess so. Kind of sucks that we didn't hear anything useful though. Setting aside the eyewitness testimonies, I was almost positive someone would have heard some howling, you know? It is strange. It's something to keep in mind. Anyway, I think we covered just about everything we can here. We should pay St. Ursula Medical College to visit next, but let's go back to Crossroad City before that. No complaints from me, though I can't say I have any desire to make the trek back on foot again. Me neither. It's not worth the trouble, or the pain. You heard the ladies, Lloyd. I did, and I agree. We can just check when the next bus arrives at the bus stop. And we can call it there, too. Well, everybody, until next time, this has been Ark Nova playing Trails from Zero. Stay cool.